All work and no play makes for a very stressful day. Self-care is a requirement, not a mere suggestion. Did you know that on average, men and women work anywhere from 36 to 41 hours a week? Mainly that's just entry-level positions. I've worked in positions where as management, you have to work anywhere from 45 to 60 hours a week to maintain the work's requirements. On average, college students alone have to study anywhere from 17 to 20 hours a week. And more often than not, college students are at least working part-time somewhere and have families. So needless to say, more time is being spent throughout the day working than doing anything else. If the body requires 8 hours of sleep and 8 to 10 hours a day working, then only 6 hours is being spent doing anything else. If you're anything like me, you're taking that time to wind down from the day to get ready for tomorrow. To offer a more realistic perspective, I contacted my audience to see what self-care looks like in their life. And they were helpful enough to give me those testimonials. My wife Ashley said, and quote, "It has taken me 2 years to get back on the self-care train. Over 2 years, I have experienced stressful and demanding jobs that gave me very little to no time for self-care. At times, I was too tired to even think about self-care. It was not until I was very ill and wound up in the hospital several times in just a span of 3 months, this was a wake-up call for me. Therefore, my first order of self-care business was setting up boundaries for myself. It was hard, but the boundaries that I have now have changed me for the better, and I am now more aware of when I can stretch myself and when I need self-care. Some of Ashley's self-cares include quiet times and listening to music. As for myself, I have worked myself to death. I have worked almost 20 years, and I thought I was doing right by keeping things busy and trying to better myself. However, it was not until I realized I was in burnout that I had realized that I was making myself sick. Therefore, I had had enough and determined to take some me time for my wife and myself, so we went on vacation. Self-care is more than just important, it's essential if you want to remain healthy. Studies have shown that those who practice self-care prioritize close relationships, maintain a healthy lifestyle, practice mindfulness and meditation, and pursue spiritual development. Not taking care of yourself can lead to depression, stress, anxiety, and even more physical attacks such as heart disease, strokes, diabetes, chronic fatigue, and hormonal imbalance. These are very serious offenses to your body. So, there's a solution to the problem. Take time for yourself. And don't buy into the lie that if you take some me time, then you're being lazy. You're actually being responsible. Self-care prevents burnout and massive physical and mental issues. Simple things to change up your day. Just little things that you can do throughout the day to help your day get better. Make time to eat well. That means take time to not only eat healthy foods, but to stop and actually eat the food. If you're anything like me, you're always on the run. I have a job where it forces me to drive all around, and I have very little time to take time to eat my lunch. So I go buy fast food garbage, scarf it down to get some more energy, and then just go back to work. Terrible thing to do if you're really wanting to start building your self-care. 2, you can take time to exercise. Not just sit-ups and push-ups to maintain that summer body, but do some yoga and meditation, do some spiritual soul searching. It's a life changer. Also, take a bath every night, or at the very least, twice a week. Take time to include candles and essential oils. You have to treat yourself. Also, you can do something big like go on vacation. Get out of town, go change it up, and look at something that you've probably never seen before. It can do wonders for yourself. Also, at the end, you really do owe it to yourself. I have provided a self-care checklist. It is somewhat standard, doable actions that you can do to improve your day. At the bottom, again, look at it, show you some kind of things that you can do to help yourself. And at the very bottom, there's a place where you can sign it to kind of keep yourself accountable for your self-care actions. Again, take time to read it, meditate on it, soak it up, sign it so you guys can keep yourself accountable for self-care. Because at the end of the day, act as if self-care your life depends on self-care. Because at the end of the day, it does. Thank you.